What's happening, guys? Happy April Fool's Day! And in today's video, Wingspan. Wingspan, the amazing game, the amazing popular game that is also highly rated. Absolutely a gorgeous game. The components inside are just amazing. It's one of the best games I've ever seen when it comes to actual components. The gameplay is actually really easy. It's daunting at first when you look at it because you think, I mean, it's like a little scary and you're like looking at it and you're like, oh, well, there's so much crap. It's not as scary as it looks. Easy gameplay, really cool combinations, beautiful cards, amazing game, and I am giving this away. Yes, I am giving this away. I have a giveaway link in the description. If you click on that link and go there, you can register to win this game. I'll only have it open for 3 days. That's it. 3 days. That is it. Then it will close, and then I'll pick the winner. I'll probably pick the winner sometime next week. I don't know, Monday or Tuesday. You'll see a video come out that will kind of reveal the winner for this game. Now, I'm going to go, in this video, I'm going to do a how-to play. I'm going to open it up, show you the components. And by the way, in the giveaway, I also have viral sharing enabled. So if you share the giveaway and other people sign up, you will get 3 more votes or entries, 3 more entries in the giveaway. So increase your odds to win this game. Okay? And, well, this is my copy. I'm going to open up and show you. And then this is your copy. This is your copy. This is the one I'm going to be sending to you, nice and wrapped and beautiful. And it's really heavy. Oh my god, there are so many components in here, but it's really cool. So let's go ahead, open this up, show you this beautiful game, and then don't forget to subscribe and enter the giveaway if you want this beautiful game. And yes, this is not an April Fool's joke. It is not an April Fool's joke. It would probably be the most cruelest April Fool's joke ever if it was, but not an April Fool's joke. Giveaway in the description, and let's go ahead and tear open this box and get into it. Okay, let's dig into some Wingspan. As you guys can see, I wasn't kidding. There's a lot of components. It's crazy. There are so many components. All right, so let's take a quick look at all the components. So over here you have the bird cards. You have 3 of them that you flip up when you're setting up the game on top of the lid. And this lid will actually fit right on top of this container right here, which has all of your bird cards. And there's a lot of birds. I mean, there are so many birds in this game. It's ridiculous. So you have 3 huge bird decks. And then you're supposed to shuffle them all together, I guess, to create one big deck, and then you kind of go through those as you're playing. Let me go ahead and show you what some of the bird cards look like. I mean, when I say beautiful, I mean beautiful. Look at all these different birds, man. Look at these. It's insane. I mean, from turkeys to hawks to owls to whatever, quails, birds that I don't even know. I don't even know what a towhee is. And there's snipes and swift and woodpeckers and tanager and meadowlark. There's so many vultures and hummingbirds and all sorts of, my god. And the cool thing about this game that I didn't realize is that all the birds, well, not all of them, most birds have special abilities which are really cool. I didn't realize that as you build your bird setup. So what you do is on your playing mat, you'll collect birds, and this is an engine building type of game. So as you collect birds and you put them within your playing mat, you will gain combos and powers with those birds as you end up spending your action points. Okay, so up here we have the eggs. I mean, look how cute these eggs are. And how fitting now that we're so close to Easter that I'm showing you colored eggs. I mean, look how beautiful those stinking eggs are. Awesome, just amazing. And over here we've got some food tokens, and I mean I can show you the food tokens already pulled out. So let's put all 5 of these. So when you start off the game, each player gets 1 token of each. And you can see all the food tokens there. Couple of vegetarian, a fish, a bug one, and a rodent. I guess for all these different types of food that birds eat. So we'll put that back here. This right here in the middle here is where you put your goals for each round. So, and that's how you score points in this game. So in this game, each round, the person with the most whatever goal you're going for, and these goals are flexible. So like this right here says in round 1, whoever has the most birds in the grasslands ends up getting the most points in that round. And then there's other ones where, you know, hey, whoever has the most eggs on certain birds, whoever has the most birds inside the water area. And all these goals are dynamic because these little tiles are double-sided with different goals, and you have 8 of these goal tiles, and you put 4 of them, you shuffle them, and you put 4 of them right here on this goal board. This right here are bonus cards. These are cards that will give you bonus victory points at the end of the game when you satisfy certain criteria, which is cool. This is pretty cool. This is a birdhouse. And what happens is you're going to build this birdhouse. It comes in a cardboard cutouts, and you build this as you pull, you know, the parts out of the cutout. You actually build them. You fold it and you build it, and this is what you use to roll the dice in this game. And the dice are not what you think they are as far as rolling. They're not that you don't regularly roll these. You only roll these to set up the food resources at a given point in time. And look, and here are the dice. Look how amazing. They're wooden. They're wooden dice, and they look beautiful, and they feel beautiful. Each player will get action cubes, 8 of them. So this is green, and this person over here has red over here. There's also purple and blue and yellow. So here's you got purple, blue, yellow. I had these still in the baggies, but purple, blue, yellow for the other players if you ever get anybody else to join in. I have it set up for 2 players right here to make it easier. So then you have the boards here, which I'm going to explain it in a moment. You also get a scoring pad too. The scoring pad is what you use to write the points down after each round, and that's how you tally up the points for the victor. What else we got? Let's take a look at the manual. The manual, and here's the manual. It is absolutely gorgeous, and the appendix is the same way. So you have 3 booklets that come. So you have the appendix, which is more of like a reference for a lot of stuff. You have the main manual, like go over the components and how you play the game. And then you have this one here, which is Automa. So Wingspan Automa is what you use if you have nobody to play with. If you have nobody to play with, you can actually play this game single player, which is cool. And that goes over the rules to how to play single player. But with this manual, I mean, look at this. I mean, look. Just look at how gorgeous. Yeah, it's awesome. I'm thoroughly happy with this purchase. But yeah, it's a very, very nice print. And the thing that I really like about this manual is that it feels really good in your hand. And you know why? Because you can't really see it in the camera, but this manual, the paper actually has like bumps in it. So when they cut the paper and they printed, they actually had put like a rough thing. And let me show you. I can't show you visually because it's hard to see because the bumps are very small. but I can show you with sound. So in the inside here, this right here is a very smooth piece of paper, right? Let's see if I get this just right. So if I rub my hand on the smooth paper, you don't hear anything, right? But on the outside where you feel the bumps, you can hear that. And yeah, it feels so good in your hand. I love it. I mean, I hope that other people follow suit and make manuals that have like this texture, because it just feels wonderful. Okay, so we'll put the manual to the side. We have the boards here. So when you start off, what you do is you deal 5 cards to every player, bird cards, and then you deal 2 bonus cards, okay? And what they're going to do is that each person is going to look at their cards, and they're going to go, okay, well, which cards am I going to keep? So when you're looking at your birds, what you do is there's several traits that are on the cards. So like this is a water bird, right? Because it's got blue. There's a water bird. It tells you on the top left which habitat they are. So this player has 2 birds that are in the woodlands, 2 that are in the water area, and then 1 that could be either water, grasslands, or woodlands. And what you have to do is you have to decide which birds do I want to keep. Because just because you deal 5 in the beginning of the game doesn't mean you keep all 5. And if you keep all 5, you lose a food token for each card of bird that you keep, right? So if I kept all 5 of these food tokens would be gone. They'd go back into the supply. If I kept 2 of them and discarded 3, then I would only lose 2 of these food types, okay? So let's go ahead. This person here, I think I'm going to keep this one because it's multi. This bird right here is in multi-habitats, so I can lay him down anywhere. This down here is the nest type, and this up here are points for the bird. This is at the very end when you're calculating victory points. This gives you 2 points. This is the nest type, and then this right down here is how many eggs you can put on this bird card. And then this in the brown is the ability, and the abilities on this bird says, when activated, if this bird is to the right of all other birds in its habitat, move it to another habitat. Okay, there you go. Which is kind of interesting. I guess this would be, that's actually an interesting mechanic. Alright, so I'm going to hold on to this. What else am I going to do? I might do these 2 birds here. Yeah. Okay, one of them's worth 6 points and the other one's worth 2. So he's going to keep those 2, and he's going to discard, this player is going to discard these 3 cards. So I will just put them up here for now in the discard. And then this person over here. Actually, look at my bonus. And one thing you want to do is you want to look at your bonus, because your bonus card, you're going to keep one of your bonus cards. You might want to keep certain birds depending on which bonus card you have. That way you can combo it, right? So this first one says birds that eat mice, and then birds in your habitat with the fewest birds. Okay. I don't have anything that eats mice, do I? I don't. And let me see. I don't know. Maybe I'll do the ecologist. So we'll do that. And we'll go ahead and discard this. And then this person here, let's take a look at their birds. So they have a bunch of them. I am just going to go ahead and, I don't know, maybe I'll just choose these 2 because I can't sit here all day and pick out birds while we're on the video. And then over here, this person has birds that eat only insects and birds with this type of nest. So I'm going to go ahead and, wow, I think I might do this one. Okay. And whenever you're playing this game, you don't have to show people your cards. You don't have to show them your bird cards. You don't have to show them your bonus cards. I mean, you can if you want, but it is up to you. I mean, if I was playing right now with somebody, I would probably not be showing my bird cards. Alright, so we got this bonus card I'm going to put over here for this player. This bonus card I'm going to put over here for this player. Now let's take a look at the mat. Let's kind of understand the mat a little bit. Now, like I said before, this mat... Oh, by the way, I need to show you how the mats fold. Super, super, super cool how the mats fold. Look at this. So this player mat, check it out. it folds and it's like a book. You see how the outside is like, they made it look like it's leather. I absolutely love that. I absolutely love how they made it look like that, so then it opens up per player. Okay, let's go ahead and explain what the mat does and how things work. Okay, so what you have is on the very top of the board, you have if you put your action up here, you can actually play a bird. So if you put an action token here to play a bird, it doesn't cost you anything. But if you put an action token anywhere here, it will cost you eggs. So if I want to put a bird here in this column, and I put an action token here, it will cost me 1 egg off of a bird that I already have existing. I have to pull 1 egg back into the supply, and then that will allow me to place a bird in either one of these habitats. You know, if I do it here, it costs me 1. If I do it here, it costs me 2, and then 2, right? Or if I want, I can go ahead and choose to gain food. Now, if I gain food, what I do is I put my action cube on the furthest to the right where there's no birds. So right now I have no birds, so it would be right here. But eventually, as I get birds in this habitat and they go across, I would put my action cube to the farthest to the right. And then what happens is you get whatever is there. So if I have an action cube here, I'll get 1 resource because there's 1 dice here. If I put it here, I get 1 resource because there's 1 die, but I could trade in a bird card to get another resource of any type. If I put the action cube here, I get 2. If I put it over here, I get 2 food plus another trade-in, card trade-in. If I put it here, I get 3. And if you had birds all in this entire row, then this is the very last action you can do, which is this one, which is gain 3. And then a trade-in for 1. The same thing with lay eggs. So each one of these are different habitats, right? This is the woodland habitat. You get your wetlands, and then you have your water, okay? So if I decide to lay eggs on the birds, if I put a cube here, I gain 2 eggs that I can put on any of my birds anywhere. If I do it here, I can gain 2 eggs plus trade in a food resource, any food resources for another egg. If I put it here, I gain 3. If I put it here, I gain 3, and trade in, I should say, a food resource for an egg. And then here it's 4, and then here it's 4. Here in the water, what you do is if you put an action cube here, you can draw a bird card from the tray up here, any one of these 3. If you do it here, you draw a bird card plus trade in any egg off of a bird to get another bird card. Here, draw 2 bird cards. Here, draw 2 bird cards, trade in an egg for a bird card. Or here, 3 bird cards, and then over here, 3 bird cards. It's really, really, really simple. It looks way more confusing than it is, but then once I got into it, I'm like, oh wow, that's pretty smart. Okay, now let's get into it. Let's play some Wingspan. Okay, so this is the first player token. I'm only going to play 1 round. And so I'm not going to use this first player token because I'm only playing 1 round really quick because the game it has very simple mechanics. So it's not difficult. So I'm hoping that after this 1 round, you'll see how it's played. Okay, so this person over here is going to go. They have 2 birds here. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Let me get rid of the food tokens here. Because I kept 2 birds, right? So since I kept 2 birds, I have to get rid of 2 tokens. And over here, I kept 2 birds as well. Let's see what these birds eat. Insect and rodent. So I want to make sure I keep those. So let me get rid of 2. I'll get rid of these 2 in the food supply. Okay? So here we go. So this player is going to go first over here. He's got an action cube right here. So what are we going to do? So we have a food, and then we have another food. So I could lay this bird down right here. I feel like this bird here is probably something that's best when you play it later on. Because of his ability. This bird's ability is, if this bird is to the right of all other birds in its habitat, move it to another habitat. Kind of interesting. What am I going to do? I can't play this one because I need wheat. So I think this person right here is going to go for food. So I'm going to go right here. Now let me go ahead and roll the die because at the very beginning of the game, you have to set up the food resource, and I didn't do that yet. So let me do that really quick, and you can see how the die roll right in there. Very, very cool. All right, so we got in the food resource, we have 2 insects, 1 wheat, 1 of these berries, and then a fish. So I put my action cube here because it's got to be to the left, right? leftmost but rightmost of any birds, right? So I cannot put it here and gain 3. That is a no-no. So I have to put it here. It's always the rightmost, right next to a bird. So it's leftmost, but to the right of your birds, okay? So I'm going to put it here, and I am going to gain... I'm going to do a wheat. So I'm choosing a wheat. So then what you do is you pull this die out, and then that is the resource that's left for everyone else. And eventually what happens is you'll be able to re-roll all 5 of these again once all of the resources are either the same. So let's say if these 2 were gone, and then let's say if these 2 were gone, right? And these 2 insects are left, that will allow you to re-roll the die as soon as somebody goes to do another gain food ability. So I went ahead and I pulled out the wheat, so I'm going to gain another wheat. And then now this cube goes to the left. So that says, hey, I played this on this row to gain food, and now it goes all the way to the left and it's done. Okay? Now this person's going to go over here. Let's see what they're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a play a bird. So a play a bird is on the very top, but I have to go right here in this column, right? Because it's always leftmost, right of your birds. So I'm going to go here, because I'm choosing to play a bird in this column. I'm going to do this painted white start, okay? And its abilities, whenever it's activated, gain 1 bug from the supply. But I have to pay its cost in order to bring it in. Its cost is it needs to eat 1 insect. So it's going to eat the 1 invertebrate. And now I get to play this card right here. So there you go. He's worth 1 point. It's a beautiful bird right there. In his habitat, he's a woodland bird, so he's in the woodland area. Now this token goes all the way over here. Now it's important to note too that at any time, so I love how the board always tells you what you can do. And it also has a little thing up here where it has 2 colored wheels equals 1 color wheels. That means that if you have any 2 resources, food resources, that don't match a particular bird to feed it, but you need a specific a specific food resource, you can trade in 2 food resources to get 1 food resource of any type. So that is that person's turn. So let's go over here. Now this person's turn is next. He's going to use an egg. Let's see, what am I going to do? I think I'm going to go ahead and play a bird. I'm going to play this red crossbill. When activated, all players gain wheat from the supply. So I'm going to put it right here. That bird goes there. Now this red cube goes all the way to the left. And I pay the 2 wheat that it costs to bring them in. That bird is worth 6 victory points. The only thing that sucks about this bird is it only allows 2 eggs on top of it. Certain birds will have a lot of eggs that they can lay, and certain birds don't. Okay. So what are we going to do next? So this person's going to go now. Let's see what they're going to do. Well, they can actually play another bird, but I can't because this is a woodland bird, right? I can only put this woodland bird here. Well, if I try to put it here, I need to pay its feeding cost right here, plus 1 egg from my board because it's in this column. And I just don't have any eggs on my board right now. So let's go ahead and go right here, and we're going to activate this and get 2 eggs. 2 eggs, okay? Let's get the eggs of that color, if I can find it. I'm assuming it's this one. I'm trying to match it up with the bird. So I get 2 eggs, go right there. And then now this action cube goes to the left. And there we go. And it's done. So I laid this. So this bird can only have 3 eggs maximum that you can put on it. Okay? Now I am set for this bird later on. I'll be able to bring this bird in and pay the cost. Okay. So Let's go to this person over here, and this person he has a bird that eats a wheat and a insect, but unfortunately I don't have any additional wheat. So what am I going to do? I don't know. Let's go over here. We're gonna go over here, and we're going to are there any birds up here that are easy to feed? Oh yeah, there's one right there. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put this token right here. I am going to draw a bird from the tray up here. Now, whenever you draw a bird, you do not replace the bird right away. It stays empty like that until your turn is over, then you'll put new birds on there. The other time this actually cycles too is at the end of the round. When the end of the round happens, all birds on this tray right here get wiped out and 3 new birds get put on there for the next round. Okay, so I went ahead and drew this. Now this action cube goes over here. Now this person's gonna go. What are they gonna do? Okay, well they have the 1 bird in here, right? That needs to go in the woodland. So we're gonna put the right here, and we're going to gain, because now I can put it on this side. Remember, it's leftmost but right of your birds. So now I'll put it here. I can gain any resource type, food type, right? Let's see. I'm gonna prepare for, actually, no, I already have a fish. Let's do this, and we'll grab a berry. And then if I want, I could also trade in a card, a bird card, discard it to get another food type. But I don't want to, because I want to keep this bird, because I want to play it, right? Yeah, so I did that to gain food, and then now this goes this way, right? And as it goes to the left, all birds that are in the row will have an ability that, well, not all of them, but some of them have abilities when you play them, and some of them have abilities when activated. So any bird that says when activated is the one that gets triggered. So now, since this bird right here says when activated, gain 1 insect from the supply. Yay! So I get another insect. How fortunate. I like that. Awesome. Okay, now this person's gonna go. I think this person's going to use their next action cube to go here and get 2 eggs to put on top of this bird, okay? So let's get 2 eggs. Here we go. I'm assuming that it doesn't matter what the color of the eggs are you put on there. I don't know. It doesn't say anything in the manual on that. I didn't see anything. So I guess you just grab whatever eggs, and I mean, I'm just trying to match them to what the color looks like on the card, but that might be wrong. You might be able to put any eggs on there. Okay, so I put 2 eggs on there, and then this skull goes over, okay? Now this person's gonna go. Let's go ahead and bring this bird into play. So they're gonna use their 1 action cube and stick it on top of here. Now, in order to put this bird into play here, I have to pay 1 egg. So this 1 egg goes away. And I also have to pay the cost of the bird to feed it, right? To bring it in. That's 1 rodent. So the 1 rodent goes out. There you go. I have paid the requirements for the bird. This action cube goes to the left. And now I have 2 birds in play. So now next time I go here to gain food, this is where the combos start rolling in, right? The next time I go here to gain food, I'm going to trigger, actually, you know what? I forgot to put another bird up here at the end of my other person's turn. So this should have 3. So next time I put a cube here, it's going to go, like, when it goes to the left, it's going to trigger both of these abilities for both these birds. So it's like boom, boom, combo, combo, combo. And imagine when you get to the very end over here, it's going to be combo, 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 combo. So that's one thing that's really cool about this game, is that as you play it, you need to know what your combos are for all your birds in the row so that they can kind of work off each other. And the best combos that you set up, the better it will be, the better you'll maximize the results. All right, so let's go over here. What do we have here? So we have this bird here. So this player over here is going to go here, pay the 1 egg from this, and also pay the 1 insect here, back into here, to play the red-breasted nuthatch. Okay, so that's there. So now this action cube goes back over here. Now it's this person's turn. Let's see, what are they going to do? They have no birds. Let's go down here and draw a bird. So they're going to put a token here. Let's draw a bird. Let's go with the water one just to have some fun. So we'll go with this water one. This one requires a wheat and an insect. So we'll put that here. Now another bird. Okay, that's the end of that person's turn. Another bird flips over here. So let's go ahead and go to this person. Now what can we do? So this we're gonna need to get some food here, don't we? Yeah, we're gonna need to gain food because this one requires. So now I'm gonna go here. I'm sorry, not there. I'm gonna go right here, and I'm gonna gain 2 resources. Ooh boy! So what happens is maybe I'll gain a fish and an insect. So we'll go ahead and gain a fish and an insect. Put it here, and now this goes all the way over here. This person goes up. This person's turn's next. So can we get this bird in there? No, we cannot. So this person's going to go next, and they're going to try to gain food as well. But here's the deal. There's only one in there, and the rules say that if all dice have the same resource type on there that's left in this, you can re-roll, including if it's only one die. And there's only one die, one food type in there. So now I get to re-roll all of these. All right, so what do we got? So this one needs a insect and a wheat. So we'll pull out a wheat. I'll probably pull out a rodent too. So we'll pull out a rodent and an insect. So let's do this and a rodent, just so I can have all these populated. Now this goes all the way back over here. Next person's turn. We have 2 cubes left, right? We have 2 cubes left. So what am I going to do here? So I have, I need more food, don't I? Because this one needs another, yeah, I need another food. So I'm going to go here and gain some more food. I'm going to gain a wheat. And I'm probably get a wheat and a rodent. So I'm going to gain wheat and rodent. So wheat, rodent comes over here. Now this action cube goes all the way to the left. This person's up. What do we need? We need a wheat and insect. Oh, perfect. Wheat and insect. There we go. And we got to pay an egg, right? So, oh no, actually we don't have to pay an egg because I'm going to go here. So I'm going to put the cube here to put this new bird in this row. And there's no egg penalty here. So this bird costs an insect and a wheat. See, there you go. That bird right there. Okay. So insect, oops, right here, insect wheat, put that in there. And now we can lay that here. Now you can see this water habitat area is now, it's pushing out the actions this way. I've already got the actions out here. And as you push out further in each column, you'll get more combos, obviously, but you'll also end up getting higher abilities as you get up here. You'll gain more. All right, so what do we got with this person over here? So this bird can go into any habitat of those 3. And it requires an insect and a wheat. So I'm going to go over here. And I'm going to put them into... I think I'm going to put them into here, into this grassland. So I don't need to pay an egg. I just need to pay the insect and wheat. There you go. And let's go over here. Just let this person's last turn. What are they going to do? You know what? Why don't we go... Shoot, I don't know. I have no idea. Let's just go... Let's go right here, I guess. We'll just gain 2 eggs. Okay, we'll gain 2 eggs. We'll put it on a bird. I'm going to put it on this broad-winged hawk. And if you want, you can do different color. So, I don't know. Let's just do blue. So you can see how it looks like with the blue colors. But as you can see, yeah. And then now they're done. All the action cubes have slid over, right? And you have, what, 8? Do I have 8? Yep, I have 8 here, and I have 8 here. Oh, they're supposed to slide over too after that play. And then once you have all the action cubes that slid over to the left, and no one has any other left to play, the round is over. So the round is over, And then what you do is you tally up the points in round 1 and see who has the most of a certain goal, right? And you write it down in your score pad, and then after that, you take back all of these cubes. You take back all of these cubes, and you reset. You reset the birds, and I think you reset the food too, if I'm not mistaken, for round 2. I think you re-roll these. So you reset your action cubes. Let me, if I'm not mistaken, I think you re-roll the food die. I'll have to actually look in the manual to see if that's actually the case. And then you pass the first player token to the left to the next player, and then they go first, and then in clockwise order, every person takes a turn putting down an action cube, and that's it. And you do that for 4 rounds. You do that for 4 rounds, and then you tally up the points of your birds. You tally up the points for the goals, and then the person with the most points wins the game. Beautiful game, easy mechanics, awesome boards. I like how the boards tell you everything you need to know. There's 3 manuals there, one for the single player, 1 large appendix if you ever get confused, and the 1 regular manual that goes to the regular gameplay. It's got this beautiful little bird house thing that I like. The only negative thing about this birdhouse, I kind of wish this was wooden. And it looks nice the way it is in cardboard. I really, really, really wish this was wooden. This is probably one thing in this game that I'm going to upgrade, because I like the components of everything else. I think everything else feels really good. But this one I'm probably going to look up like an Etsy, or because I know on Etsy especially, there are a lot of people that do board game updates to components for board games, and somebody may have a wooden version of this house already. But I'm going to check to see. But yeah, that is it. That is how you play Wingspan. It's beautiful. And let me show you the outside of this box here too. So you have this, right, which is the top part. But let me show you the sides too, if I have enough room here. Yeah, so there's that, and there's that. I mean, the birds they put on there just, and here's this. And then there's that. I mean, that's how much care they put into this game. They put all this art in all these different places, and then making the manual nice and rough on the outside, and just beautiful print, beautiful components, beautiful boards that fold, and lots and lots and lots of birds. And everything's in like these nice little containers that you get, and you can kind of put them in there. Oh, and then the nice thing is too, in the box, let me show you here. Right here, if I can do this just right without knocking everything over. So you guys see that right there? That little diagram on the side of the box, it tells you how to put all the components in the box, which is really, really cool. And I'm glad they did that, because I was thinking to myself, how in the heck am I going to put this birdhouse and everything else in the box and have it be flush? But yeah, that tells you exactly how to do it, and it works. But yeah, this is Wingspan, guys, and I have the giveaway link in the description. Click on that to enter. Please subscribe, and if you share the giveaway link on your social media and people sign up in the giveaway using that link, you will get 3 more entries in the giveaway every single time that happens. So your odds of winning will go up. All right, guys. Anyway, I'm Jim the Game Guru. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please like if you did, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.